What's up, YouTube? This is Chris, aka Bar911970, and as always, I'd like to start out my videos by thanking you guys for watching, taking the time out of your busy, hectic days to view my channel. I am honored and happy that you are here. With that being said, we can see there are some rises in the precious metals market right now. Every metal has gone up at this point. We see silver currently up around 15 cents. Not a major big deal, but currently it's around 23.40. It's hovering around. We've seen gold now stabilizing over 1,400, almost up about $20 to about 14.25. We even see platinum and palladium making moves up between them, $9 and $11 a piece. Now, this is what I really think is going to happen. Of course, I'm speculating. I'm giving what I feel. Doesn't mean I'm right. Doesn't mean I have inside information. Doesn't mean you have to agree with it. So people come here because they appreciate my input. So that is exactly what I'm going to give. All right, guys. What I really think this is, if you look from an enemy standpoint, we just saw a massive smackdown with gold and silver recently. We saw tragic events going on throughout the world in several different places. We saw Bitcoins crash, etc. People are in a paranoid kind of state of mind right now. Now, even though I said that silver and gold will be rising, I said it's going to take weeks. I really think what this is could be what they call a dead cat bounce. What that basically means is you see something drop, it goes up a little bit, and then you see it go down again. So it's almost, think of like dropping something and it bounces a little bit before it falls again. So that rise that I was saying, I don't think it's coming from this right now. So my gut is telling me that I would expect another dip, which of course means another buying opportunity for those who want to stack at a cheaper price. Now, why do I think this? Well, if you think from a enemy standpoint, they want to discredit as much of the people who say they're in the know as possible. People like Gerald Celente, Peter Schiff, all those people that are promoting about gold and silver will rise eventually. Well, when it got hammered, they were still positive about it. Now you see it rise a little bit. They're going to start talking about it on the news, and then you'll hear some people will be saying, well, maybe this is a recovery. And then all of a sudden, if you see it crash again, that's going to get a lot more people out. They're going to get fed up. They're going to get annoyed. They're going to get scared. And they're going to say, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I'm just going to sell everything I have. And they're going to get the weak hands out. And then I think after about a week to 2.5 some odd weeks of it staying low and pretty much stagnant, like you'll see rises maybe like in gold maybe $5 or $10 and silver 20 to 30 cents at any given day, you're going to see a lot of people getting annoyed, upset, paranoid, and they're going to sell. I, of course, am not going to do that. I can't tell you what to do with your money or what with your physical gold and silver if you have any. What I'm doing is holding on and enjoying the ride. I always say I think long term, which means a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. Because if you see the history of gold and silver in the past decade, we have seen nothing but an upward trend primarily. There are always going to be corrections. You can't avoid that. If you ever saw something go straight up, I mean, for example, Bitcoins. Look how fast they were moving, and look how big that crash was. It went in a day and a half from $266 approximately to a low of around $54. That's a huge crash. So you don't want to have something going straight up because it can't last forever. So corrections are a way of stabilizing. So I'm not worried about the short term. If you want to get yourself to the point where you're pulling out your hair every other day, you shouldn't be in this because obviously it's not for you. So I'm in this for the long haul. I'm collecting only physical and gold and silver, physical gold and silver, that's what I was trying to say. And I'm not worried about if another dip comes because I have another opportunity to save a little bit of extra money, even if it's $50 to buy 1 or 2 ounces of silver. That's 2 ounces more than I had the day before. I'm going to do it. So the one thing I like about things like this is it shows there's some stability. If there's another dip in the future, it gives you a little bit more time to be able to store up some extra cash. So transferring useless paper into valuable commodity. So what you guys do is ultimately up to you. If you agree with what I say and you appreciate what I say, I would always appreciate the thumbs up, shows the support. Share it if you think anybody else would find this information useful. And if you're going to leave a comment, all I ask, guys, is you don't have to agree. Just be civil and adult about it, and we can all get along. All right, guys, so that's my point of view of what I think gold and silver is going to be doing in the short term. Long term, guys, I'm telling you, 5, 10 years from now, we're all going to look back and we're going to wish for $25, $35, $45 silver prices. We will not see these again unless, of course, the governments decide and the banks decide to be very ethical and honest, and they decide to stop the money printing and actually do things in an honest way. I wouldn't hold my breath for that one. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Peace out again.